This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Moore versus Moore. You all have been together for 8 years. You had one child together. You recently married the man of your dreams, knowing he was a player from back in the day. So tell us how you met and how you thought you tamed the beast.
We were working overnight and I was going to school at the same time.
Ooh.
And he was actually helping me with my studies. And I was like, okay, all right, I usually don't date younger men, but he kind of sparked my interest. If you picking my IQ, you picking my interest. So that's what he was doing. So I was like, okay, I'll give you a little taste.
Oh.
And he stayed.
No, I thought you were gonna say a little time. She made that left real quick on me.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he said, yeah, I will.
Baby, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm out here doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, back up, because I don't play all that. So he's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cheat. I'm gonna be real good to you. And then on down the road, we got, I can't count them all.
All the playing that went on.
Suspicions and accusations, yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, you said you're a little older. You're just only a few years older than him.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few.
But I'm, a little older and a little wiser.
But that was a play in him, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you thought you tamed this beast.
I ain't never thought I tamed him. I just thought I was gonna give him another chance.
Oh.
This is last.
This is last chance,
time.
Your Honor.
But wait a minute, hold on. Let me get some clarity.
Mm-hmm.
You said he told you when you start dating, hey, I'm kind of out there, and you're like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But you still married him, so I'm thinking when you married him, you thought, okay, you gonna be right.
I know, right? Didn't I make the fool of myself?
I don't know, Mr. Moore, did she make a fool of herself?
No, she didn't. I've changed my ways since we got married, and for her and technology and her insecurities and what happened maybe when I was a player is still playing a role right now in our marriage.
So, Mr. Moore, you are saying your past technology and her insecurities have you in this court today being accused of cheating.
Yes.
And you're saying that's not true and I'm here to prove myself innocent.
Yes, innocent.
All right. If you find out he's cheating, what are you going to do?
There's his bags. Here's my divorce papers. Where's the ink pen?
So that makes it pretty clear. I mean, got his bags back.
Okay.
So, Mr. Moore, you understand what's at stake today?
Is that
do.
really your suitcase?
That's our suitcase.
Oh. He keep my clothes too.
Our
I'm sure he got
suitcase.
somebody that can wear them.
So you understand what's at stake today?
Yeah.
You know what she means.
And
you know she means business.
I say, what would you do if your wife has ripped up one of your marriage license?
I would say that's a real time because she
told
thinks
her.
you're cheating, and that's what we're here to determine.
Yeah.
Are you cheating? And
No.
you say you're not.
No.
That's what he always
No,
say.
sir.
That's the same. He got
All right.
the same story every time. I ain't doing nothing. But you was messing around with somebody for over a year and a half, but you wasn't doing nothing then. Okay.
Well, so we've gone from engaging your mind to cheating allegations. Why do you think he's cheating?
Because of the GPS.
Okay, you GPS his phone?
Yes.
Okay, why did you GPS his phone?
Because that's what we agreed to when we got back together. He's like, you can do this, 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 and this to show that I'm not cheating anymore.
So to
And I-
prove to you that he wasn't cheating, you GPS his phone?
Yes.
And so you checked the GPS,
Yes.
but something made you be suspicious.
Yeah, I was at work and I had got home off a break and I called him. And the phone, he wasn't picking up the phone. And I'm like,
And
why you ain't picking up?
Your
And you
Honor, may I speak?
hold on. You submitted an exhibit regarding this GPS.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's take a look at it.
all right, so that's your house at the top of the exhibit, right?
Yes.
And he told you he was going to a family member's house, right?
Yes.
And so this is the route you would take to the family member's house.
Yes.
That's where you thought he was.
Yes.
But then you GPS'd him.
Yes.
And then what did you find?
He was next door.
And so where we see that red flash, that's the GPS pinging at the neighbor's house.
Yes.
Okay, so he's at his family member's neighbor's house. So what?
A person he say he don't know, don't have nothing to do with what you doing over there. What the problem is? He don't know.
Can I?
Okay,
you-
so
can I-
hold on, wait. So is this neighbor a woman?
There's a couple of women that live there.
Okay.
Yes.
Has he ever been involved with these women?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I can't check everything.
Okay, but you just know it's two women
I
next
can
door.
only check so much. You know, you can't tell everybody that he messed with, so, you know, I just got to go with my gut.
And you think he may be involved with them?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, I mean, they could have gone next door to watch football. It was a fella's house, so that's why I was getting clarity.
Yeah,
What would be wrong with going next door to the neighbor's house? It could have been Mr. Moore and his family member going to a neighbor's house. It could have been 5 or 6 people there.
I understand that. But what her concern is he's next door instead of at the family members with these two women. I don't make the news, I just report it. So that's what's going on. Mr. Moore, were you at the lady's house next door?
No, I was at the family member's house.
Well, how do you explain it pinging at the house next door?
It wasn't pinning at the house next door. It was really pinning.
I screenshot it for him.
Hold on, Mr.
3 houses down, to be exact.
Were you 3 doors down from
No,
your
I
family
was at
member?
the family member's house, my family member's house the whole entire time.
Do you know who
visiting.
lives 3 doors down?
No. I had the phone charging in the vehicle. That's why I wasn't able to pick up the phone. But I looked and knew that she took lunch around 8 o'clock, so I called her back at like 8:15.
You didn't call me till 8:30.
So were you in the car?
No, I was inside.
So how you charging your phone in the car if the car is not on, you're not in
It
the car?
doesn't have to be on to be charging.
The only way the lighter works is if the car's on.
No, it works without, not all the time. That's not true. My truck is the same way.
But why wouldn't
And
you
like
take it in?
2000
Why wouldn't you take the phone in the house with you where everybody has a charger? You may not have one of your own, but everyone has a charger. I mean, come on. You can't go to somebody's
They were
house and
using,
they got
they
one.
were using
Come
their
on now.
chargers.
All right.
Everybody
all
lying
right.
on.
You said that's not it. Tell me what else you got.
He'll be sitting up there talking to his friend Cavante on the telephone. And when we first got back together, he would talk to Cavante right there in front of me. Now, all of a sudden, because Cavante is relaying messages, oh, I don't have good reception in here, babe. I got to go outside. I'm like, you ain't got good reception in here no more? You just had good reception when you was on the phone with your mama, but now you're on the phone with him, you ain't got good reception. Okay, now come on.
So
I'm going to
that,
let you have that one.
you gonna let me have that one?
I'm going to let you have this
Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, so you make it sound like this was a change. Like he used to be able to talk to Cavante in front of you, and now all of a sudden he's got to leave
Because
when
he
he
back
talks
to
to
them
Cavante.
same old ways that got him
Is
put
that-
out the first time.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And not only that, it sounds like you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you're saying the only person he seems to have this reception problem with is his best friend,
No.
Cavante.
Yes.
That's
yes.
no, not
yes.
true.
So what do you think
Not
he and
true.
Cavante are talking about?
Not
His
true.
co-worker that he was messing around with up there for a year and a half.
Not
Yes.
true.
So you think Cavante is helping set up meetings and so it's like the bird is landed, go to the nest.
Yes.
The bird is landed, go to the nest.
Exactly. There you go.
We need to know why you got to run outside and talk to Cavante.
She knows that our signal is bad, and if you have someone in the background talking while you're talking, I leave the room because when I speak, she's sitting in the background talking as well while I'm trying to hold a conversation.
I can't believe that
You
happened.
can't believe that.
Right?
What?
No, I'm being funny.
Miss
And-
Moore,
Miss Moore is trying to talk over
And-
you.
let's take this a step further. Okay, you got to go outside and you got to talk to Cavante because the signal's bad. While you're outside, is he relaying messages to you about other women?
No, sir.
Is he running interference for you in any way so you
No.
can be with other women?
No, Your Honor. No,
Oh,
sir.
now
You sure?
I was outside while he was
Positive.
on the phone. I heard him say repeatedly, "Yes, she told me. Yes, she told me." I said, "So who was she?" Oh, you didn't hear me say that.
All right. Well, Mr. Cavante submitted a statement to the court, and we would like to bring that up so we can share it and put it in the court record. It says, "Dear Judge Keith and Dana Cutler," that's us.
That's us.
I would like to go on record to say that I am not helping J. Rick Moore cheat. I have witnessed him change as a man, and I know for a fact that he is not cheating on his wife. I also have never been the middleman between him and any woman. He is a changed man. Thank you. Statement from Cavante Finch. That's your buddy?
Yes, that's my
Yes.
co-worker.
Co-worker? How long y'all been friends?
Since he was
About-
working at the
Hold on.
Can I-
He can answer.
answer.
Thank you. About 4 years.
About 4 years?
My keen judge sense is telling me you don't believe that.
No.
And
Not at all.
No,
Can I speak?
Hold on to me. Hold up. Hold up.
Oh.
So I had to pick him up from work one day. So, because our other vehicle was down. Well, I'm sitting in the truck and this car pulls up and our windows are tinted. So the person in the car is just staring. And I'm like, can I help you? And she said, oh no.
What does it have to do with me? Exactly what I
Okay,
want
so
to know.
why do you think that this is evidence that supports Mr. Morris cheating?
Because of how the woman's behavior was. The woman's behavior just by staring at me. First, she was just staring at the car, but when I got out, she wasn't expecting me to get out because everybody at that job knows what his vehicle looks like.
So what did you do then?
I waited till he got out.
Excuse me,
And I
Your
asked him
Honor,
whose
can I-
car it was,
I'ma
and he
get
told
you-
me whose it was. I said, oh, okay. Well, let me write this note real quick.
Okay,
Yes,
tell
Your
me
Honor.
exactly what the note said.
I'm gonna tell you, young.
Okay, all right.
I told the lady, I told her, I said, so I guess this is your car. He told me this is your car. So I'm the wife. So let me let you know, I already know about the other chick he was messing around with for a year and a half. So I guess you the new flavor of the month. So just to let you know, if y'all have anything going on, there's no hard feelings. I gave him the year that I told him I was gonna give him, and you more than welcome to have him.
Okay, wait a minute. You park, lady parks next to you. She's looking at you, and the next thing is you leave her a note saying you the flavor of the month?
Yeah.
You made that leap?
When I say to you that this woman was staring me down, I'm talking about aggressively staring me down. And I'm like, hey, because I'm on the phone, and I'm like, can I help you? Do I know you? And she's like, oh, no.
Okay, Mr. Moore, after your wife left the note on the car, what happened?
My supervisor came, called me in the office, of course, and pretty much banned her from the property and also said that...
Banned your wife from the property?
Yes, until the situation was handled, and told me she left the note on the wrong woman's vehicle and jeopardized my job, yes.
So it sounds like to me, love, while we don't have hard evidence, we got enough circumstantial evidence to go to the next level. And so what we got is she believes he's back to his old ways. And for these reasons, Miss Moore believes that Mr. Moore is cheating. She has packed his bag, so it's not a question of where this is headed if she finds out he is cheating. And this whole marriage is on the line.
For all these reasons, the court will call former military interrogator Lena Cisco to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please show Ms. Cisco in. Ms. Cisco, how are you this afternoon?
I am well, Your Honor. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a former military interrogator. I am certified by the Department of Defense, and shortly after 9/11, I deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, where I interrogated members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban. And since that time, I have been training government agency personnel, military personnel, and law enforcement in interrogation and interviewing techniques.
All right. Ms. Cisco, would you tell us what you did in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. So I had the accused write a witness statement, and I went through it and analyzed that statement for any indicators of truthfulness or deception. And with that, I also studied their case file. I put together an interrogation plan, and I interrogated Mr. Moore to see if he was cheating on his wife.
Based on your interrogation, do you believe Mr. Moore is cheating on Mrs. Moore?
So although he said no, he did have this smile on his face. And so we call that duper's delight. And sometimes that smile can indicate I'm getting away with something. So I asked Mr. Moore, why are you smiling when you answered this? And he said, because you're smiling. So it could be that he was mirroring my facial expression of emotion. Aside from that, however, I do not believe that he has cheated on his wife since January 2018. However, I am not completely satisfied that the coworker is completely out of the picture, because Mr. Moore made a statement to me during the interview, and I'm going to say it and quote him, "I'm down to 2 women." So that's a present tense statement, and what I expected to hear was I'm down to 1 woman, my wife.
No, key to
So
that.
I need an ink pen.
Okay. Oh, I said...
Mr. Moore, hold on, Ms. Moore. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Mr. Moore, you're down to 2 women.
No, and now the coworker is gone, so now I'm down to 1 is what I said.
So here's my question. Do you believe he is cheating based on everything that you heard through your process?
No, I don't believe he's cheating on her.
Not since January 2018.
Okay. If you stay with him, I would say that you absolutely need some counseling to deal with all of the things that you're bringing to the table.
Yes.
And Mr. Moore, here's the unfortunate position that you're in. This woman, if you want to be with her, you've got to show her and overshow her and double show her and triple show her that you are a changed man.
Now, you got this big old suitcase here. Is he rolling that out or are you rolling it out?
We rolling it out together.
All right. As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, non-toxic, healthy relationship. Court is adjourned.